Hi, it's MaBee from the Soul Center, and we are Sunday the 1st of November. What a beautiful month, and what a beautiful day. It's sunny here. So France has gone into lockdown, so with a lot of very complex and incoherent regulations, which may take our economy down, totally down now, into the dump. So, I just heard as well that England is following on Wednesday with their lockdown. So what I would like to offer right now is when a news of that amplitude where your rights are being confined, constricted and contracted, see where that goes inside you. Try and get a sense with your inner vision. Just take a deep breath first. And as you breathe out, just see how does that feel for you. So I'm just going to share how that felt for me. Okay? Because I had the first confinement here, I was on my own. And people, my neighbors, were terrified of this virus. And they thought it was a genuine life and death situation. Because I do a lot of healing, and my father was a doctor, and so was my mother, I know what a virus is about. It was about an information like a flu, but this one maybe was more powerful because our planet is quite toxic right now, I would say. Yes, there's a lot of toxicity at many, many levels. So this second wave is enabling me, as I got the news, I went into what felt like an abyss of sadness and loss. And I felt that within myself. I really allowed myself to feel that grief, to feel that sadness. Because I felt I was suddenly again being dissociated from the collective community, what I longed to meet, because I'm living on my own, of course. When I go in the community, I do engage. My field of work as a healer is to engage, to share information, to share that radiance and that presence that I've been given to carry as well. So suddenly, getting a second wave, I went deeper into what happened for me when I was inside my mother. I was this tiny, tiny little fetus. And the news of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, that atomic bomb, which is huge. I mean, the fear just went like a tsunami all over the whole world. And right now, it's the same revisiting of a very old piece. Well, maybe that old, 75 years ago, but it feels like it's been going on for a much longer time. We are multidimensional beings. We're not just on this dimension of 3D. We are multidimensions, which means time is not linear. I am here as MaBee, as Brigitte Marie, with this beautiful living joy and this beautiful pussycat and this lovely garden, where I'm a guardian. But we have so many other, we are belonging to such a huge field of energy, and we each carry that energy of light, and we have to embody and remember the fragments as we come in as this soul. We come into a body called by mother and father, that we land in between that moment of union of the masculine and the feminine, and then we just get information from their fields, and it goes back 400 years. So what's happening right now in the collective field, as we have been putting more and more light into the shadows, our own shadows, but as well government shadows, justice shadow, banking shadows, everything that's gone corrupt, every institution, including education, universities that have been hijacked, so they could get what they wanted out of it. Well, most of it is about money, money and power. So it's misuse of power. Misuse of power is a real big one. Power is the first ray energy of the divine. How do I use my power? How do I use my words? How do I use my thoughts? Because every field, thoughts, words, emotions, have a resonance and leave a form in the field of energy around us. So remember, just now, as you get the news in England of confinement, and in the USA you're going to get the news of who is going to be elected. Watch how the news resonate or activate you, and remember, your first resource is your breath. The breath is the first resource you had when you were born, when you came out of your mother. Okay? So that is your first resource, and especially your out breath. Take it longer. So in and take it further within, and take as many as you need until you get a sense that you're just quietening your nervous system. And when you catch thoughts that start activating and making you feel overwhelmed, go back to the breath. And then remember, from the time you were a child or later on, what made you feel happy, joyful, or safe. And when you connect with that, just give that more space. Amplify that. Give it more space inside yourself. And keep it and take it into your heart. And stay with that. And please remember, don't go with television. Don't go with media cover. There's a lot of theatrical stuff going on out there. It's meant so people wake up and reclaim their sovereignty. So I have reclaimed my sovereignty. Will you reclaim yours? I trust you will. So it's MaBee, and it's Sunday the 1st of November. And I send absolute blessings and light. And the sun is in Scorpio. So remember what sun in Scorpio means. The light of the sun is going into what's been kept secrets. And that light is going to bring to the surface all the sexual deviations, all the secrets within families and communities, cultures and countries that have been going on, mainly on very, very young children. So this is high time that this was collapsed. So I hold absolute compassion. And as my work is walking the shaman's path, I hold all those souls who were tortured, were hijacked, back to their law of one. So their souls are absolutely purified. Transmutation, and back to the highest divine blueprint, as it was their birthright. Oh my love, blessings, and take good care of yourselves. And it's MaBee from the Soul Center.